Welcome back everyone to a new video by McDonald Bullion, and silver price for this week has been growing quite good. It's gone over 10% in the last week alone. We're close approaching £25, going over 30 US dollars as well. We're hitting levels that haven't been seen in over 10 years, which is quite an interesting squeeze with silver. And also we've seen gold recently hit an all-time high as well. So in terms of precious metals, it's been a really good week. Now that's not to reflect to say that it will come crashing down, because who knows, perhaps it might. But it is a good week nevertheless when it comes to silver especially, and gold recently with the all-time highs. And with silver and gold, obviously it's going to be a long-term investment when you get involved in stacking. Silver and gold is not going to make you rich or anything like that, but it is a tool that can be used to save, to preserve wealth, even invest in some people's cases. You know, when you look at the past 10 years with silver was going to be, it's going to be a lot less than what it is now. I think it was close to just under £15 and obviously hitting £25 recently. It has grown, but that's not to say that silver is going to be the best investment, because it's not. But for some people it is an investment, and reflecting the price of nearing £25, it can be potentially a good option to convert some to gold. Now, when it comes to silver and gold stacking, there is the silver and gold ratio that people look to when it comes to stacking precious metals, and is now going to be the opportunity to convert some silver into gold. And that's the discussion I kind of wanted to put to you guys, to hear your thoughts when it comes to silver and gold stacking. Is it going to be a time now, seeing silver has reached close to £25, over $30, are you going to be considering converting some to gold or something else? Perhaps you're considering it back into fiat, or, you know, are you not going to consider that at all? You know, silver and gold stacking, lots of people feel that it will rise in the future. I do as well, but perhaps not to the levels that some channels or some news might suggest it hitting hundreds and God knows what when it comes to the price. But it is a wealth preservation and a good tool to save, and that's one of the reasons why I stack gold and silver in the first place as well. And of course, when you silver stack and gold stack, there's other avenues which you can look into, like what I've done when it comes to proof coins, collectible coins. If you'd have asked me a couple of years ago, before I even started gold and silver stacking, then if you say that I'll be, you know, getting a large amount of gold and silver, which I don't really, but it's a tool that I use to save, and there are other things that I use to collect as well, like some of the products that you have in front of you, like the little Robocop. I just thought that was really cool. That's not really an investment for me. I just thought that it was a really cool little buy, and it kind of leads me on to some of the gold and silver that I have bought this week. Now, I come close to buying a sovereign or a half sovereign. I couldn't really decide which one I wanted, so I've held off for now when it comes to buying it. And if you do want to know, when it comes to the UK, the best place that I could find to purchase sovereigns right now at the moment, there is around about a 3.7% premium when it comes to sovereigns. And I think the best one that I could find was going to be on Tavex Bullion's website, which is going to be the Queen Elizabeth II's head on it, which is slightly cheaper than the rest of the ones that I found. But of course, the prices adjust. But I think it was around about £450, which is absolutely insane. When I first started stacking, which really doesn't feel like long ago, just a couple of years ago, sovereigns were a lot less. And I think people that have bought into gold are going to see some nice returns, you know, especially if you've been doing it for a long time, or you started stacking, you know, a few years ago, because the price has hit an all-time high recently. It has settled and come down a little bit, and you know, I expected that to happen. But who knows where gold can go. It's only ever been well, it's been a great wealth preservation device for a lot of people. And you know, gold is always going to be valuable. There's always going to be people willing to buy it when it comes to the world economy, etc. So, unless we see like an apocalypse or something, but I mean that's going to be highly unlikely. Gold and silver is always going to have that. People are always going to want to buy it. But sovereigns, getting back onto that point, is Tavex Bullion have the better prices that I found, and Tavex Bullion are doing a little competition for gold and silver. So if you do want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description, but it gives you an opportunity to win gold and silver. But they're the ones with the best price that I found. In terms of half sovereign coins as well, I saw Hat and Garden Metals had a promotion recently with that, and they were selling, I think, for just under £230. Of course, the price will probably be adjusted by the time I release the video, but I release on community posts on the page. If you are interested in finding the better prices for sovereigns, I usually have a little look and compare, and then post it up on there if you are interested in that. But I couldn't really decide what I wanted, whether it would be a half or a full. The full, it'd be nice, but 450-60 quid, it's not pocket change for a lot of people. I did consider maybe buying some and then some silver, but I think for this month I bought some silver on the Cobra Stackers auction and a few little pieces as well, so I think that's just going to be my monthly budget. I'm not gonna buy anything right now, anything else anyway. But the reason why I mentioned that is the little Robocop here for the little collectible coins is I recently got a colorized Robocop which should be coming from Cobra Stackers auction. I bought the Robocop last week, I think, and Cobra Stacker had an auction last night where I bought a few more pieces. And of course, if you have been following the channel recently, I've become very interested in silver bars. Silver bars are not going to be capital gains tax exempt, etc., but I just think they look better than coins. The designs and things that you can get, the Scottsdale, the celebration bars, lots of different ones. I just think it just looks really nice, to be honest. And I think in terms of the collection that I accumulate, I'm not so much looking at it as an investment. It's more so a savings and also just a collection fun hobby that I like to do and share videos to showcase some of the items that I have and show the journey of silver stacking and gold stacking for you guys if you're interested. But we've recently hit over 2,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely insane. So I just want to thank each and every one of you if you are watching my videos regularly and stuff. I never imagined it would grow to that much, but is the good thing about silver and gold stacking is, there is a lot of different ways that you can go, whether that be bullion or collectible coins. There's lots of different things. There's something for everyone, pretty much. But the gold and silver price has increased recently, and is that going to affect my view when it comes to stacking gold and silver? No, not really. Dollar cost averaging and things like that. If you want low premium silver in the UK, of course, consider looking at private sellers, but also you've got other great channels here on YouTube that do offer really fantastic deals. You've got the Cobra Stacker, who I regularly mention in videos where I get lots of different silver pieces from. He's got a great collection that he does an auction every week, and he's UK, not so much for the US and Canadian viewers and Australian if you are in any of those countries and you're not in the UK. But if you are in the UK, then Cobra Stacker, if you don't know him already, he has a great site, and I get lots of my sort of products from him. But of course, if you are interested in using bullion dealers as well, which I would highly recommend if you are new to silver and gold stacking, don't really use the Royal Mint unless you want to overpay. They have some great stuff, but I haven't bought from the Royal Mint in a long time. I think the last thing I bought from them was going to be the proof coins. I was stacking lots of Royal Mint proof coins and buying some because I really liked them. But unfortunately, due to various reasons, including quality control and discontinuation of some series, especially the Monarchs, and it's quite expensive. For proof coins, it's over £100 for an ounce of silver, which is obviously a lot, but it's a collectible coin. It's something totally different than trying to get low premium silver for closest to spot. It's collectible coins that's going to be a totally different ball game to, just investing in silver as close as you can to the spot price. But with the products and things, I turned away from the Royal Mint. It's not something, unfortunately, I will look to come back to in the short term. They do release some great products. You know, the Celebration bar for the coronation. This is actually a bar that I won from Cy the Salmon, actually. So he gave this to me after I won it in a competition, and I love the bar. It's fantastic, and it's why I like the silver designs on bars compared to coins. I was a big fan of coins to start with, and I really didn't buy any bars whatsoever. But in the past, I'd say few months, I've really become a fan of bars, just purely because the designs and everything, they just appeal to me a little bit more better than silver coins. But of course, if you aren't a collector and you would rather stack as close to the spot price as possible, and you're looking at it from a purely investing standpoint, and you don't really care about collectability or how nice it looks, then it's not going to be for you. But the silver bars, I've managed to pick up some really nice silver bars in Cobra Stackers auction, which I will do a little showcase of. But they're going to be some Perth Mint bars, and I've got a little Robocop colorized one coming as well. And I think I've got a Lunar Dragon coin from the Perth Mint as well. So pretty much the Perth Mint have there's going to be a lot of Perth Mint products coming to the stack, to McDonald Bullion stack, and to showcase. But I would like to get a really nice collection of silver bars. It's a little bit difficult for me to keep taking off, but if you see some of the silver bars I've got at the moment, I've got, of course, the coronation bar, which is really nice. I've got the vortex bar, the Scottsdale vortex bar, which is really nice as well. I managed to get that on Cobra Stackers auction and by the Scottsdale Mint, who are probably I'd say they've got to be my favorite mint at the moment. Really nice products, and a really great price as well from Cobra, so thank you. An Archangel one, that's going to be a Scottsdale one there as well. And also, last but not least, very kindly sent by the channel member, I'll leave his link in the description because he's a channel member, and he sent me this bar very kindly. This is an Una and the Lion bar. And in terms of these bars, if you weren't aware, they did release a 2021 Una and the Lion bar as well. And the bars seem to do really well when it comes to, I'm not going to sell any of my collection because it's something that I'll always keep. But if you are interested in like buying bars and things that might do well in the future, Una and the Lion bars, in my opinion, will do really well in the future when it comes to premium. I think when they stop selling Una and the Lion bars, it is a hugely recognised design when it comes to the UK, and lots of people, I think, will want to jump on the chance of owning one if they haven't got one. So that is something that I think would be really nice to own in the future if you haven't got one already. So I think if you can try and get a Una and the Lion bar and other bars as well that you think might do well in the future, I do think it's worth getting, because although the spot price might decrease, it might go to £15, it might go £10, it might go even lower. There are people that are willing to pay the extra premium on the products, and of course seeing silver hit £25, close to £25 an ounce now, and gold just over £1,900. It's insane. It's insane. And it only grows. Of course you can argue that it goes up and down all the time, but it's really nice to see how the journey of gold and silver runs, and obviously documenting this journey for you guys to let you know my winnings and failures pretty much is just something that comes along with this journey. And of course, let me know in the comments whether you like silver bars, whether you like coins. Are you still going to be stacking silver and gold when it comes to this year at the all-time highs? Do you think there's going to be a dip? I personally feel there's going to be a slight dip, especially with silver. Gold, maybe a little bit, but I don't think it will dip that much. And I think it will continue over the long term to go up. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Now, thank you very much for listening. If this gets released just before, then just make sure you head on over to the Stack Collectors Stack Chat, which happens every Saturday. He's got a really good one with Bits and Bobs, who has a fantastic coin channel on YouTube, ran by very knowledgeable people, and it's going to be a great one on there. So just in case this gets released just before that, make sure you head on over there, which starts at 7 o'clock, I think, every Saturday. So I will be in the comments as well, so you can come and say hi. But I want to thank you all so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the very next video.